Hi, Agora family. My name is Mrs. Mueller. I'm one of the high school teachers. I'm excited to be a part of the Agora Loves Lit team. I am going to be talking about St. Nicholas today. So, as you know, or you might not know, St. Nicholas Day is a Christian holiday and it will be celebrated on Sunday, December 6th this year. Um, just a little about me and how I feel connected to this holiday. I grew up as a Catholic, and on December 5th, the eve of December 6th, St. Nicholas Day, I always put my shoes out in hopes that I would get some kind of special treat in my shoes. And if for anyone that's never heard of this holiday, you're probably thinking, what? Treats in your shoes? That sounds kind of weird. Well, don't worry. I'm actually going to read a little story about it just to see what this day is all about and the whole shoe treat thing. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. This story is called A Special St. Nicholas Day. This is written by Heidi Lee Jackson Houck, and the illustrations are by Sarat Delorman. So anytime I like to read, I always like to check out the cover, kind of do a little preview, kind of think like, what am I going to get in here? What am I reading? And it looks like we have three little girls. There's some shoes. And I'm going to guess that this guy right here is St. Nicholas. So let's go ahead and get started. Heidi, Holly, and Hannah were busy helping Mama and Daddy trim the Christmas tree. Baby Hannah's eyes were wide and taking in all the lights and shiny ornaments. And I just want to make sure you can see those illustrations. They're pretty beautiful. The night was cozy by the fire, and the sweet little baby Jesus was tucked in on the mantel. It was the eve of a special day, not Christmas Eve, but December 5th, the evening before a special day called St. Nicholas Day. When baby Hannah had finished putting the star on the top of the tree, they all sat down by the piano while they played What Child Is This? And Oh Beautiful Star of Bethlehem. Those are some Christmas Christian carols. All right. When they finished singing, it was time to hear the story of St. Nicholas this year. Mama was going to tell the story that had been told to her by her mother. Their grandmother, Omi, had come to America from Czechoslovakia long ago, and when she had her own family, she shared her childhood traditions from that country far away. So this is one thing about religion. A lot of it is passed on from generation to generation, and it's a lot about traditions. So this is one Christian tradition we're going to learn about. Before Mama started the story, Heidi went to the shelf to get some shoe polish and rags. The three girls sat by the fire and used the shoe polish to shine their favorite shoes. Mama began her story. A long time ago, there lived a man named Nicholas. His childhood had been very happy because his family was very wealthy and generous. Unfortunately, when he was still a child, his parents died from a plague that came through their town. So looking up, just want to cut in here. I did some research, and St. Nicholas is from modern day Turkey. So anyone, a lot of Christians all over the world celebrate this holiday. And even if you're not a Christian, if you wanted to celebrate, you are more than welcome to. But just wanted to put that out there because the story doesn't say where St. Nicholas is born. Before they passed away, Nicholas's parents had taught him about Jesus. Nicholas wished to live his life as Jesus lived his own and spend his time helping the poor and helpless. Nicholas used his family's inheritance to help the poor, needy, and those who suffered. He devoted his life to serving God and was known far and wide for his generosity. One particular day, Nicholas noticed that a poor father had three beautiful daughters. Back then, a father had to provide something of great value, a dowry, to a potential husband so that a daughter could be married. Although the poor man's daughters were beautiful, they could not be married because the father had no dowry to offer a husband. Nicholas knew how he could help them. When each daughter reached the age to be married, Nicholas tossed a bag of gold through an open window of the poor man's house so that the daughter could be married. These bags of gold landed in the lady's shoes, which were drying by the fireplace. This brought joy to the poor man. Nicholas carried on similar works of kindness, and word of him spread. So now we know where the shoes come in. Nicholas died on December 6th, and it is celebrated as his feast day. Later, he became a saint known as Saint Nicholas for his wonderful deeds. In celebration of his special day, good little boys and girls can polish their shoes and set them by the window in hopes that St. Nicholas will visit on this day and leave them a special treat, just as he did for many people long ago. After the story, the girls sat their beautifully shined shoes on the windowsill behind the couch, crept softly to their beds, and went soundly to sleep. The next day they woke and snuck into the living room. There in the window, their shoes were covered with cashews, walnuts, almonds, tangerines, and chocolate candies. Each girl also had a special toy in their shoes, so lucky them, St. Nicholas came. Heidi had a coloring book and a new box of crayons. Holly had a soccer ball. Heidi had a coloring book and a new box of crayons. Holly had a soccer ball. Hannah smiled and squealed when she saw her new spinning top. They ate only a few of the nuts and candies because they wanted to save the rest for later. Smart girls. They knew that they had to be good little girls and keep St. Nicholas's generosity in their hearts in order for him to visit them next year. The end. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story about St. Nicholas. And if you celebrate, I hope you have a wonderful St. Nicholas Day. And if not, you can always do your own thing as well. I have my shoes here. I'm ready to put my shoes out in hopes that St. Nicholas will come for me this year and leave some candies or any other kind of treat for me. Thanks again, Agora family. Again, my name is Mrs. Mueller. It's been a pleasure. Bye, guys.